John De La Rosa, then we can begin.
Yeah, I've actually had a two-week bad luck thing with just being sick, and so I'm finally starting to feel better. So thanks for accommodating this.
I'm glad. Yeah.
Okay, we're good to go, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. The Guam Community College Board of Trustees monthly meeting Friday, February 11th, 2022, 12 p.m. is now begun. Can we have roll call?
Frank Ariola.
Here.
Carlo Leon Guerrero. Richard Sablon.
Here.
Rose Guido.
Here.
Eloy Para.
Here.
Paris Blah.
Here.
Dr. Mary Okada.
Here.
Ken Bautista.
Here.
Phil Bollinger. Attorney Rebecca Recton.
Here.
Thank you. Are we finished with roll call?
Yes.
Thank you. Now let's move forward with the recital of the mission statement. Guam Community College
is a leader
in career technical workforce development,
providing the highest
student-centered education and job training for Micronesia.
Thank you very much. Let's move forward with the minutes. Can I get a motion to approve the minutes?
So moved, Mr. Chair.
Can I get a second? Thank you. Let's take a second to review the minutes. Do we have any comments?
None from me.
None from me.
Okay. Okay, fantastic. If there's no objections, the minutes are approved. Okay, let's move forward with communications.
No communications to present today.
Okay, with your approval, I've asked the president if today I'm still under the weather. I was wondering, I wanted to propose that we table certain discussions for the next board meeting, public discussion reports and so forth, and just address the budget. Do we have any concerns with that, Dr. Okada?
No concerns, Mr. Chairman.
Any of the trustees have any concerns?
None from me, Mr. Chair.
Sounds like a plan. I think we're all we're kind of yep.
Okay. Okay, Dr. Okada, what needs to be done to address the budget?
So just a motion to table all the minutes, a first and a second, and while we're doing that, we could recognize Trustee Leon Guerrero has joined the meeting. And then once the first and second on the motion for the tabling, then we can just move into the fiscal year 23 budget under business.
Okay, we are open for motions.
So moved.
I'm
I
sorry.
second.
Okay. Thank you. I was having a little technical difficulties. Thank you very much. Okay, if no objections, let's move forward with addressing the budget.
Okay, so the fiscal year 2023 budget has been presented to the Board of Trustees for approval. And basically in this packet, the community college is requesting requesting for a total budget for fiscal year 2023 in the amount of $21,333,285. This budget request has been developed from the departments through the respective deans and vice presidents for their approval, presented to the Resource Planning and Facilities Governance Committee in addition to the College Governing Council, whereby both of those committees have approved the budget that was presented. And so this budget is being presented to the board for their approval. And this budget represents an increase of $1,182,774. This budget contains all salary increments for employees, has included the administrator pay adjustment that was approved by the board. It also includes increases in benefits due to the increase in the retirement contribution from the current 28.32% to the projected 29.55%. And that information came from Bureau of Budget and Management Research for our budget processes. We were also requested to budget at the highest rate for all vacant positions for medical and dental rates for fiscal year 23. So if there is a vacancy in the GCC budget, those vacant positions are budgeted for medical and dental at the highest rate. Faculty promotions are also included in this budget and pay results from the advancement in rank committee, which should be submitted to me shortly and finalized by the end of February. If you look at the budget for supplies and equipment, the increase and decrease of supplies and equipment really remains stable, primarily because there's a lot of equipment that is currently funded under the federal funds that we have received under the higher education emergency relief funds. And there is some slight decrease, if you notice in here, for telephone under utilities, and that's primarily because the college is shifting from the traditional telephone lines to a voice over IP system. And so that shows some decrease in cost savings due to that as well. And then one component for contractual services. So in the current fiscal year, we had to move some contractual services into other funding sources, federal sources, and non-appropriated funds. But we are restoring that back into this budget because the HERF funds will have expired by the time fiscal year 23 comes along. But just to note that when the college did an update to its copying services based on the digitization and the electronic movement of all of our, of many of our processes, we have reduced that contract significantly. And so that is reflected in here as well. So those are the basic increases, decreases, if you will, to that, of course, result in a request for an increase of our budget of $1,182,774. And so I'll entertain any questions that the board may have on this fiscal year 23 budget.
Dr. Arcata, what is the increase of year over year? What is the percentage increase?
So it's less than 10%. It's $1 million more. So, like I said, normally last fiscal year, I can do the calculation real quick. But last fiscal year, we did know that the retirement benefit was going to increase about $200,000 based on the employees we had. And then in the current fiscal year, there's also an additional increase in the retirement contribution. So those are accumulated. So this, like I said, this is about, sorry.
And then the second question is, what impacted the increase in the retirement costs? Is it the number of individuals that retired, or was there an increase in cost?
No. So
what is that cost?
The increase in the budget is about 5.5%. And
okay.
the increase in retirement has to do with the employer contribution for all of the employees that work for the college. And that employer contribution takes into account those that are on the various retirement plans that are available to the employees, including the unfunded retirement contribution associated with the defined benefit plan. So what happens is the employee pays a certain percentage, and then the government funds the remaining percentage to ensure that the number of retirees across the government of Guam and all the government agency contribution is able to carry those retirement benefits. So it's not specifically to cover GCC employees, but we do contribute to the overall cost of retirement for government of Guam, including GCC.
Okay, thank you very much. That was my only question. Do we have any other questions from the trustees?
Not from me.
None from me, Mr. Chair.
None from me. Thank you though. Thank you, Trustee Carlo, for helping out on that work during the budget process. Really appreciate you representing us. Can accommodate that time.
No problem.
I don't have.
Okay, if we don't have any questions, the next step would be bringing the budget to vote.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can we get a motion?
Move to
I move to
approve
accept the budget.
budget 223.
I second.
Thank you, Trustee Greeno. Let's bring this to a vote. All those in favor, say aye.
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 Any?
Aye.
Thank you. Any opposed? Okay, the budget has now been approved. Thank you very much, team, for all of the hard work. Trustee Leon Guerrero, thank you for your participation. And thank you to the team for putting together a well thought out budget. Difficult times. We've brought up the challenge with enrollment and brought up solutions on how that is subsidized with various boot camps and apprenticeships and other funding sources. So I think during these challenging times, along with concentrating on keeping a clean audit has made the college and this particular agency a model agency for the government of Guam. And we appreciate everyone's support here. Thank you.
And Mr. Chair, my apologies for signing in a little bit late, but I had to finish another meeting.
No, thank you very much for your participation. Okay, Dr. Okada, executive session can also be tabled, or is this something that we need to participate on this particular meeting?
We can take it up at the next meeting.
Thank you. Do we need a motion for that particular segment, or has it been done with the previous motion?
It's already covered.
Okay. Thank you very much. And so what I would like to do is I would like to propose that we adjourn the meeting and move forward to prepare for the next board meeting. Can I get a motion?
So move.
So moved. Oh, sorry.
Thank you. Can we get a vote? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And none opposed. Thank you very much for your time. Dr. Okada and team, thank you for this accommodation.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
everybody.
Thank
Meeting
you,
is
Have a
adjourned.
nice weekend, everybody.
Continue to stay
Weekend.
safe. Stay
Stay
safe.
safe.
Yeah. Absolutely.